What do I mean if I spelled it right? The name Septimus Sickness. Let's see.
Where is it? I know you were trying to keep it for yourself, Cesar. You always try to keep it for yourself. No, there's got to be more scoop. Shut up! Shut up! Don't like it, Cesar. Kill it. Always try.
Right, I remember this dungeon. Yes, please.
Nothing can stand in my way. Not even a scratch.
I mean, to be fair, I don't even need to really be secretive about things in here. Like, why would I sneak in a cave like this? I can much rather use my sneaking for...
Maybe next time.
What's it called again? When I'm stealing.
What? Who is this, brother? Another of the smooth skins looking for food? And this one wasn't trapped with us? You picked a bad time to get lost. Friend. Enough!
Did you see that?
I only saw an enemy who got what he deserved.
I'm tougher than I look. Not even a scratch.
There we go. Exit Dragonborn settings, archaeology. That one especially. so Mighty White is practically
Maybe next time.
getting a better deal at.
Let's go.
Or there are more items now at like that specific shop. The one at the museum. More gold and more inventory. To be fair, one side I wanted to go for the
I'm tougher. Not even a scratch.
what is it called again? The more inventory capacity, but
Nothing can stand in my way.
I decided that inventory capacity isn't as important as okay then.
I'm tougher than I look. Was that it?
So that's most probably yeah.
Let's go.
Oh my. Okay, we've gone a step further. Yeah, so now we're actually getting into Falmer territory. Which means that things are going to progressively get a little bit more annoying. These Falmer fucks like to poison you with, what, just one hit. And they can and they will.
Half your size, twice as deadly. Maybe next time.
Luckily theirs is still doable.
Nothing can stand in my way. Come on.
see.
Nothing can stand in my way. Not even a scratch.
Beautiful. Was worth it.
Nothing can stand in my way. Not even a scratch.
Let's see. Oh, I hate going through this. This exact part has always been like my least favorite. There is also... Wow.
Let's go. Was that it?
Please. I don't want to be easily spotted here. Ow. I mean, that was my own mistake.
I'm not even a scratch.
Ah, fuck.
Yes?
Yeah, I have kind of too many things with me.
Where do you think I'm going to put all this stuff?
I don't know. In your inventory? I mean, I don't know where you put everything like that, so. Okay.
Was that seriously it?
Yes, Mirai, thank you. Oops.
Die, damn it! Maybe next time.
Yeah, I might just do this little bit. Oh no.
Half your size, twice as deadly. Ready for this?
Right, got him. Sure.
Welcome
Give me a
to the
second.
live stream.
Yeah, quotation marks quick. Beep.
Nothing can stand in my way.
I am once again not hearing anything. I've got a worm over here that's higher level than me. Fuck my life.
Come on. Come on.
Is there only one left?
Ready for this? Not even a scratch.
Ah, okay. Yeah, okay, I understand that. Quick save. Take the dagger with me as well, because why the fuck not? I think this is the glacial ruins. Don't think that's the one I should need. And it's just a simple door. Alright, this is not the good you want. Not that much I do know. Ah, fuck, there's ruins. Whenever I need to go to the glacial ruins, I'll go to them. Okay, I can hear you now.
Yeah. It always needs a bit of a moment.
I feel that.
Because it is the big ass mixer I've got underneath my feet, and of course the moment I decide to use it, a small little cat-sized rat decides to walk all over it and turn
Ready
it
for
off.
this?
Which is nice.
Very nice.
And then it needs a minute or two to really start up. Oh well. Oh well.
It happens.
Yeah. Just the way life is, I suppose. Anyway, let me just very quickly take a look at the recordings folder. So I did Skyhaven Temple, that's the 40,
Ready for this?
45.
Alright, so currently I'm working on 55, so...
5, 6,
Maybe next
7,
time.
8 episodes left to do. Fuck my life. I
mean...
suppose that they're going to be a bit quicker than the first one, because now I've got both the intro and the outro ready to go. As opposed to being, you know, the outro had to be made still with the first one.
Okay.
Speed up the process a bit.
So is the outro, is that like a series specific one, or is that...
It is mostly a series specific one, but it's a very easy series specific one, because it's literally just like the thanks for watching text that pops up, just done a little bit differently with a still image on the background, which in this case is Skyrim, but it can very easily be replaced for literally anything else.
Okay, good.
So I've just taken like a random ass wallpaper for Skyrim so that people get the general idea of it, what it is if they, you know, haven't seen the entire video. But it could easily be replaced by anything else, like for Fallout or Civilization 6. It doesn't really matter. Just get a picture. It'll do. It'll do.
Yeah, I'll send you a couple for like different series as well, and you can just send the rendered variants to me so that I can actually use them as well. It would make my life a little bit easier.
Indeed.
Otherwise, whatever I render is going to be like still the old one, and whenever you render is the new one. That would also not be handy.
Anyway, very quickly, I've been doing a lot of you know, thinking and planning ahead of time really to what we want to do with this expedition type deal. And don't worry, I don't have like a finalized plan set in motion or anything like that. But there's been a couple of ideas that I've been digging around with. But most importantly, I've been working on like a little sci-fi story whilst I was, you know, when I want to like relax and not bother with schoolwork or anything like that.
I feel that.
because it is a sci-fi story, and obviously that's kind of my thing. And Josie kind of liked it as well. Pretty much everyone that's kind of liked it. But I was never really sold on it. I liked it, but I'd always thought, I could do more with it. But when the idea came to mind, like, wait a minute, it's a sci-fi story. I could literally just fucking combine this with the Elite story. Job done.
Practically,
Which, obviously, because obviously the Elite Dangerous storyline, it will need to be changed, obviously, because it's definitely gonna break the Elite Dangerous lore. But fuck if I care. So what if we break the lore a little bit? It's not like anyone from Elite Dangerous is gonna read it anyway. But
Nothing can stand
yeah, so we'll kind of have like the it'll basically be like the fantasy story, but then set in space, because that's kind of what I liked about the fantasy story, is the multiple like storylines happening alongside each other that all tie into each other, all the different the different races you can come across with magic involved, and dark evil shit moving in the background. And then obviously the Elite Dangerous story was basically purely sci-fi, and it had little to no magic actually in there. There was some magic, but that was only because the characters didn't know what else to call it, because it was really just some really advanced version of technology. But
Magic.
In this new actual story that I did, it is literal fucking magic. It was like my first attempt to kind of blend the sci-fi story with, science fiction, and just make this new thing. But yeah, obviously, if I want to get more storylines involved, I was like, well, why not use something I've already got? The storyline with the Elite story was actually pretty damn good for what it was. If you can enhance that, add some more interesting things involved, and then add more character POVs, I think that'd be pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
At least, also, I hope anyway. That is the rough idea. But obviously, I don't want to completely just, copy everything I've already written for the Elite story and just plop it in there. It is probably going to be requiring a bit of a rework. Nothing
Like everything that we do.
Because it needs to kind of fit. It needs to fit, this new quote-unquote universe that we're in. It is still going to be mostly the Elite universe, with new additions, with the new story added into it.
It's like you think I'm
as opposed to the other way
sworn to
around,
carry
where
your
it's a completely
burdens.
different universe with some Elite stuff in there, and it's still primarily the Elite Dangerous stuff. And most of the magic stuff that's gonna get handled in the storyline, that's something we're gonna discover as the story goes along. So as opposed to it just being there right from the get-go, our characters will basically be in the process of discovering all of it.
Rip.
I think that'll be kind of a more natural way to introduce it, because obviously famously the Elite Dangerous universe has no fucking magic in it, so we need to find a way to put it in.
Yep. Oh, Fook.
Oh, Fook, what have you done?
Well, just look at what I'm trying to put into, Rye.
That sounds really, really sketchy.
Now look at the fact that it's all darkened out. It's all grayed out. It's all dark gray instead of white.
She's literally had enough of your shit.
Yep. She actually has she has quite some things of mine.
She has quite some things in mind, and then skips to a collection of useless shit.
No, not a collection of useless shit, because she also has ingots, she has books, she has potions.
Yeah, I mean everything has a purpose somewhere, I suppose.
Let's go then.
Well, you know what it is? I've actually, how I'm into stealing as such.
No, I've never known that.
No, I'm 83 on pickpocketing and 86 on lockpicking. Once lockpicking actually reaches level 100, I'm bringing back that other thing. Skeleton key.
Alright.
Because I think when it's level 100, I can't just open up any lock with all the lockpicks that I have.
Yeah.
Don't mind the sneak, light armor, and two-handed all at level 100 as well. I kind of went overboard on that.
Yeah,
By the way, in my mod pack, I have found a way to trade my magic without doing magic.
Well,
So if in my mod pack you're in like the College of Winterhold, in the main hall, some of them are actually trying out magic. One of them, for instance, does restoration magic. You just stand close enough to them, and you get 250 experience to your restoration.
Oh, is that one of the mods that's installed?
Yeah.
Because I know that there was a mod that basically made the college an actual college where you could learn.
Yeah. No. Actually, I've had the same thing with Conjuration. Someone was doing like a storm at Tranok, and I just stood in between where he would spawn it and where he is.
You're basically just standing there like a fucking lemon.
Absorbing a couple of levels of Conjuration. Actually leveling...
like, how do you do this? Show me.
Actually leveling up to level 49 with that, with my actual level.
You know what I really wanted, would make Skyrim magic a little bit more appealing to me? Is, when in any sort of spell tree or whatever, let's take Destruction, for example. If by using Destruction, obviously you level it up, and by each level gained or whatever, or every few levels, you earn one of the new spells, as opposed to having to fucking find it in some random book somewhere.
Yeah, but that's kind of why I tend to always go to Farengar. Farengar actually, if you do it right, he actually has some books in the museum as well every time.
Yeah, Farengar is a pretty useful shop because he has a surprising amount of spells for how early you find him in the game.
Yeah, but not just that. If you also look into his normal books, not just the ones. Also, I don't mind my leveling up to level 87 with my lockpicking. But he also has quite some normal books, a couple of them every time you interact with him. Those actually work for the museum as well, so...
Right.
So he is really fucking handy. Also...
I like how your outfit is a fashion disaster at this point. Got a big ass backpack, a shield, it's got neon green boots.
Yeah, the wyvern boots. But those were just better than my normal boots at the time.
Ready for this?
That is such a RPG thing, isn't it? Okay, oh yeah, look at this really cool item that you want to wear, but this ugly piece of shit has better stats.
Yeah. The thing is, though, I can actually I will switch back, but I need to just upgrade them. I just need to upgrade my actual normal boots.
Yeah. What I usually do is if I find anything that has decent fucking stats or an enchantment that I like, I just, yoink the enchantment off of it and put it on the stuff I actually want.
Yeah, but this one doesn't actually have an enchantment.
Ah.
Actually, well, okay. No, I placed this enchantment on it.
I mean, it is a carrying capacity, so if you would do that, yeah.
Yeah, no, that is typically a me thing to do.
You've got a carry weight of 806. How the fuck?
Okay, Regal Huntsman pouch, 50. I have...
Is it the backpack that just gives you a fuck ton?
Carrying capacity increased by 16 from just this amulet. I should have a ring somewhere as well, but I don't think I'm actually using that one. I have a Falmer ring here that I can just do. The backpack gives me 100. Oh, I have this curse ring of Hercene.
Oh yeah, you have to get rid of that piece of shit.
Yeah, no, the backpack only gives 100.
Do you just have like a fuck ton of stamina or something?
I have a couple of things of stamina. I also have a mod now that whenever I level up, I get 5 carrying capacity anyway. And I've been having that for like 5 to 10 levels or something. But even before that, if I go into my... This is in the stealth skills, by the way. I don't think it's in sneak. Yeah, it's not part of sneak. I'm going past it. Pickpocket. It's... Okay, pickpocketing. Get like the very first skill. Because that increases it with 100 as well.
Right.
So you get first 50, then 100. After that, something that you can do, and this is if you know those from the Legacy of Dragonborn that you can do those mining expeditions, those archaeology things, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, get your packet in. as well, because that is also 50, 75, probably 100 after that.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah. I also have Benefactor and I've got Quartermaster currently, because Benefactor is sell prices with 10% more.
Right.
And the other one is provides more gold inventory, Explorers Guild Society Quartermaster shop. Which means more inventory, more things that they sell to you, but also they have way more money. They start already with 3,000, which is a good amount.
Mm-hmm.
But if you have more of Quartermaster, like hell yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty useful.
Yeah. That's kind of what I've been doing. Whenever I do a selling spree, I actually do it there.
Sella, let's just get out of here.
Yeah, that's really nice actually.
Oh, of course, you want me to leave. Just waiting for me to turn my back, so you can have all the glory for yourself.
But at least for the new story kind of deal, I wanted to low-key tie it in with the expedition that we're gonna do, because you know that was the original story as well. It basically started with an expedition, so I thought it was just a pretty cool way of doing the second iteration of it. Because this is going to be like a literal start from finish restart, like we're starting at the original story as well, which was basically just a selection of Word documents.
Oh god.
Like the ship logs thing. Now that's going to obviously be an actual story this time around, as opposed to just being a random selection of logs. Because otherwise it's going to be a fucking nightmare.
Oh my! Look at this! Look at this weapon.
Well,
Umbra forgery. I have the normal fucking Umbra. I have the actual Umbra. This though, this shield. You're going to the museum, you fuck.
I mean, it is a ridiculously ugly shield, but hey, if it can fit, we'll take it.
I'm just like, hey, I want this for the museum, period. Right?
I used to fucking hate the mission where I had to go to Blackreach. Not because Blackreach itself is annoying, it's the massive fucking dungeon you have to go to before you even get to Blackreach.
Yeah, no,
But
I've literally just gone through that.
A billion times.
And not all for a fucking Elder Scroll.
And to be fairly honest, I think the last few times I've done it legitimately anyway, I literally started from the beginning of the dungeon and just sprint all the way through. Just ignoring everything and everyone. Just run all the way from the dungeon all the way to Blackreach, from Blackreach run all the way to the tower at the end. Make sure you pick up the shield along the way because see him. But yeah, and I remember vividly that the first time I've ever played Skyrim, I left the dungeon without taking the fucking lexicon with me. I left that in the actual tower because I was just so done. And then I returned to the set that was seeing this guy, and he's like, "You're still on the quest." I'm like, "No, I'm not. I just came from there." Oh fuck! I had to take the stupid tube, didn't I? And I had to go all the way back.
Yeah.
But then luckily I remembered where that little like elevator is, so you can basically just go back the way you left. Because you end with this little elevator that's locked initially from the inside.
Yep.
But you can use it to go back. And I'm pretty sure that they didn't actually have like a map marker, so you have to kind of find it again.
There you go, restoration to 40.
Which is a bit of a mess.
Mirai, can you help me, please? Oh, she's called the dragons. By the way, if you, in your quest of Mirai, actually help the dragon escape, you actually, when you talk to them again, you can actually get the dragon as your helper. She can actually call the dragon then.
That sounds pretty badass.
Yeah, so make sure that you first go into that cage of the dragon, talk with him. There should be a key there into like a very specific side room that you usually can't get into. Because that key is your only way in there.
Alright, gotcha.
Once you have that key, you're pretty much golden.
Alright.
But once you have that key, you can actually, like... I can't see it right now. There you go, there's a dragon flying through. That is just one of Mirai's dragons. She can call 2.
Well, you used the word flying quite generously there. He was basically skating on the ground.
Well, yeah. But here's the thing. Usually the overworld, they do actually fly around.
Yeah, I think just blank regions are kind of confusing place. I mean, how the fuck did the dragon even get there?
I don't know.
Did he just grab a big fucking shovel and just start digging his way down real quick?
Yeah, probably like used its claws or something.
Yeah. That is kind of interesting. But let's see here, because obviously story-wise I want to do this thing a little bit differently.
Tower of Mazaric! Right, we're there.
Because what I've got in mind for the basically the combo story is where the characters that I've got in the actual story now, the one that I'm working on at the moment, they're going to quote-unquote be like enemies of ours. So I think that's kind of an interesting way, because they've got a story all of their own, but they're gonna like contradict with the journey that our elite characters are on. Even though we're not neither of them are necessarily evil, they're still on opposing sides, which could lead to some interesting conflicts. Which
Ooh.
also means that we can drop one of your other characters in that group, so that we can have 2 riddles basically fighting it out.
Two riddles, like putting their blades to each other's throats.
Yeah, and basically it can end any way, and the world will still be off a better place. Like if it's just one dead riddle, no matter which one it is, it will probably be an improvement.
Look at this! 2 books. Provocation satchel, yes please. 2 books, both for the museum, yes. Thank you very much.
Honestly, I think I've got more fucking books in my library than artifacts in my museum. I end up taking so many fucking books, because you never really notice just how much fucking books Skyrim has until you start looking for the museum. You're like, holy fuck, it just never ends.
Yeah, but when I get to the museum, there's only a very specific set amount of books that you actually can take.
Yeah, not a lot of books. I mean, in comparison to the normal books and like museum books, you find a lot more normal books than museum books, but even then, there's still a fucking lot of them.
Oh, yes.
Like some writer at Bethesda just went fucking crazy.
Oh, look at where I am. Alright.
I think you're gonna find yourself a bit of an Elder Scroll.
Yep. Well, I'm first going to look for other things, like the skeleton and such. Okay, this is the door to Skyrim. Oh, hello. The silly just dragon flies by. Alright, there's the Lex again. Instantly looks through the entire room to see if there's anything special.
Yeah. Looks through the room to see if there's anything special. Well, there's a bit of an Elder Scroll hidden there. The entire thing, which the whole series of the games is named after.
Yeah, but I don't mean that specifically. I mean like other special things that we can actually take as well. Museum related items.
I like initially how this one, like this very specific little quote-unquote puzzle, like they make this entire detailed room with this really impressive 3D structure with a quote-unquote puzzle, but the entire puzzle is just keep pressing these buttons in the literal order until it happens. It's not even a puzzle.
Well, the first 2 buttons, like the the most to the right one, I never even used that one. I just used this one, the left one, the one just to the left of the most right one. Oh, also, thank you for telling me to not forget the lexicon.
Take that thing.
Yeah.
Honestly, I've played Skyrim so long that you really start to just overlook these things. I'm pretty sure I've left, Bleak Fell Sparrow without taking Dragonstone a couple of times.
Yeah, no, you've told me that during the RPG series we did years ago.
I'm pretty sure I told you that and then actually did it as well.
Yeah, no, yes.
I just walked out without it.
Yep, you told me, and I picked it up, and like, apparently you again forgot it.
Yeah, I do that.
Also, the Tower of Mazark actually has a marker.
Well, that's good.
Oh, also, I've actually done some research into the Stonehold mine.
Hole.
Yeah, Stonehold mine. Whoops.
Well,
so it is from
It's a mine. Wow, really?
No, it's from a quest mod. The Wheels of Lowell. It is for the museum. And I don't like the mod, to be fair.
Yeah, I think you've told me about that.
Yeah, it wasn't the best, let's say it that way.
Let's see, because I'm still trying to work out what I'm gonna do with this story-wise, because I'm not. This was one that's not initially going to immediately begin with like the expedition type mission thing. It's gonna start like a few, maybe like a year or a few months to a year before this, because I want to have some build up. I want to make the mission feel really important by basically spending a couple of chapters, if not half the story, building it up, which will make the mission itself feel like it's, like I said, that's much more important. But obviously, the Elite universe has kind of moved on a bit since we've last done the story. The Elite Dangerous universe itself obviously had a continuing story, which is right now completely different from where we last did it. Because that's when we were dealing with the Targoids basically just becoming a thing.
And a marriage that
the temporary alliance between the Federation and the Empire for the marriage that never actually went anywhere.
It will drink the fresh blood of elves.
And right now, obviously that's coming. That's happened. That's way behind us now. So we're gonna have to find a new way to start the story. But luckily, I've discussed this previously, where there's a lot of interesting shit already happening in the Elite at the moment.
Yep, I've stored his lexicon back.
Nice.
It's going to the museum.
Museum, yeah, obviously.
It actually had, like, if you actually look at it as well, it has a symbol for the museum, so I'm like,
Well, let's just drop it in there.
Yep. But I'm first going to completely empty out Mirai once I'm there.
Also, sounds kind of sketchy.
Who are you?
Fucking
Hermaeus Mora.
am Hermaeus Mora.
I am Hermaeus Mora.
A knower of the unknown.
I am the most boring
I
motherfucker
have
in the
been
entire
watching
planet.
you.
You are going to kill Mirak for me. No, I'm going to kill Mirak for myself because I want to get rid of that fucking cunt because fuck! He's annoying.
I want to kill Marak for myself because I know his mask goes into my museum.
Yeah, and because of like, I think only once I've killed Mirak, I think I'm allowed to actually end Mirai's storyline as well.
Yeah. Also, the motherfucker keeps stealing your dragon souls. He's like, God damn it!
I have like 5 to spare currently.
Yeah, I mean, I never really actually use them because I always end up getting more dragon souls than shouts to use them on.
But his time is
Also, I don't know if
nearly
you've had this because it might be like a mod conflict or whatever, but every single fucking time that a dragon spawns in my game, it's always 2 or more. Every single fucking time.
when
And it's
that time
and as a
comes,
person that tries to avoid
you
dragons
shall
like the
take his
plague, it is
place
very
as
fucking annoying.
my emissary.
Yeah, and I don't have that.
Say,
I really have to look into what the fuck's causing this, because it is really awful.
I am
Because
your
one of them is
servant,
always, like,
my
a
lord.
fucking level 50 ass, big ass fucking dragon, meanwhile I'm
with
on level
me
20 or some
when
shit.
the box
Oh,
has
yeah.
been opened, and all shall be
I have to run the fuck away, but I can't because there's 2 big fucking lizards following me around. And my follower won't stop fucking fighting them, so they always just... It's basically eternal combat.
Yep.
Which is another issue I've had, because, well, especially with followers, if you run around the world of Skyrim, you run into like a pack of fucking cross trolls or whatever. You're like, yeah, I'm not gonna bother with them, just run away, but your follower goes fucking crazy on them. You decide to just run away until you're out of distance. You fast travel away, and guess what happens? All the fucking frost trolls just fast travel with you, and suddenly there's 5 fucking frost trolls in the hard stand middle of fucking solitude. Everyone's like, how the fuck did they get it? The last time I saw them was on the fucking Throne of the World. What the fuck? They follow me all the way here.
Oh, by the way, I've got like a very, very cute little way to get up onto High Rodgar from like the bottom.
Well,
You know where that beggar lives? The one that, or the beggar, the one that like lost his sister.
You're talking about the secret tunnel, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a couple of ones hidden around the game. There's one in Bleak Falls Barrow as well. You can basically skip through half the fucking dungeon. And
Wow.
I'm pretty sure that whichever mod it's coming from, that's basically the mod owners being sick and fucking tired of running through the same fucking dungeon every single fucking playthrough and walking all the way up the fucking mountain every single fucking playthrough. You just had this, convenient little secret tunnels, basically.
Yeah, but my like you know the quest for like the 7,000 steps, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it practically told me to use the tunnel, so I did. I was like, well, where does this lead? Does it lead me somewhere like underground? Nope, it led me to up the mountain.
Yeah, because the game, always tries to kind of give you like the fastest route, so it'll register like the tunnel. It did the same for me in Bleak Falls Barrow as well. It's like, hey, where the fuck does this go? Boop. Oh, shit.
Great.
Well, that's
to meet
useful.
boys again.
What, like, you know what the weirdest part is about the whole thing in Bleak Falls Barrow, or about the Throne of the World? The fact that it literally only for that one told me it. The other 2 missions that I had to go up there, it told me to just walk up.
Oh, what is it?
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what causes that, but no.
Where do you think I'm going to put all this stuff?
Where do you think I'm going to put all this stuff? Well, just give me all my potions back. I need to sort. I need to sort, have like 5 FPS while I'm getting everything from you. Literally, I just dropped down to 5 FPS. Thank you for your arrows. I need those. Can you imagine that my carrying capacity actually goes up every level anyway, no matter if I select stamina or not. With stamina, it goes even higher.
That's like a you thing to do, yeah.
Yeah, but I was just like, so my other save file, the issue that I have with that is the fact that everything in there is done in such a way that I spawned in some iron while I was actually on the top with the whole... I was like practically in this place, I spawned in some iron while I was quitting the workbench.
Alright.
So what it did was, it actually pulled the iron out of my inventory into the craft loot system, but it never removed the carry weight from it.
Well then.
So suddenly I had like 300 carry weight of iron that was in the system and not on my inventory. So I think you can understand like why I eventually was like, you know what, let's install that mod. Because I can set my carry weight with like a console command, I know that. The thing is, you have to set that command every time you start up the game. It's not saved.
Ah, gotcha.
Otherwise I would have just done that. But no. That wasn't the case. I need to look into my own books. I need to like find one specific book right now. Ah, Mariah's journal. There you go. I don't want to steal that from her, you know?
I mean, if it had a museum icon, you would have.
Then I would have made a copy.
Would you though? What if it couldn't? What if you weren't allowed to make a copy?
Oh, then I would have taken it, of course.
Okay.
But the thing is, when it gets to Mariah's diary, like, the first time you get it is always, like, for that quest of hers. So at that point, I'm already like, you know what, I need to do it that way. I need to just, I need to give it back to her, like, period.